Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Donkey Brain's vlog, episode 10. In this vlog, we will have 5 topics as usual. The first topic is August in review. I will talk about my life in August, poker-wise and otherwise. Second topic, notable MTTs. I will go over all my deepest runs and my biggest cashes from August. Next up, fixing leaks. So I recently discovered my biggest leaks, and I'm going to talk about what it was like to discover them, how I discovered them, and how I'm going to fix them going forward. Speaking of going forward, September plans is our 4th topic. I will talk about kind of what September looks like for me, what my biggest plans are, what I'm looking forward to, and what you can expect to see in my stream in the future. And last but not least, my 5th topic is my Spin and Go Bankroll challenge. I started a Bankroll challenge on YouTube, and you will learn all about it here. Life-wise, August was pretty boring compared to July. I mean, July was World Series, Vegas. August was just kind of life after the World Series. Mostly during the month of August, I just streamed. So yeah, I mean, I was really happy to come back and stream after being in Vegas and playing live. So it was really nice, you know. I'm pretty spoiled, having my bathroom just over there, my beautiful chair. Yeah, so I did enjoy coming back home for what it's worth. I went to a good friend's wedding in August. That actually happened in the first half of August, which is kind of annoying because I just got back from Vegas and then I had to go out of town for a few days to a wedding. But overall, it was a pretty nice wedding. It was stressful, but I was really happy to see her married, and it's really cool to just, you know, have one of your best friends get married. If you want to see me in a gold dress, I have a picture of myself on Instagram. I'm courtiebee8 on Instagram. And I was a bridesmaid, and my friend's colors for the wedding had gold. So we got to wear gold dresses. It's pretty interesting. Probably never going to wear a gold dress ever again. But I mean, it was really fun. Chow, a member of the Swarm, he actually sent me some headphones as a gift, so I wanted to just shout out Howard and say, hey, thank you so much, my friend, for sending me headphones. You are a huge sweetheart. Really appreciate the thought. Thank you so much for those earbuds, Chow. And yeah, last but not least, the last thing I guess happened in August was I adjusted my desk, and it's not, you're like, okay, your desk, who cares? Previously, I used 2 Samsung 27-inch monitors, and if you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen the picture of my setup before. I'm courtiebee, at courtiebee on Twitter if you want to follow me there. But yeah, so I've got one 27-inch monitor here, and then another one here off to the side. And I kind of have the side monitor angled, and previously it was at a raised height, and the monitor in front of me was raised, but it was lower. And I didn't really think about how this was gonna mess up my neck. And finally, I started to have neck problems and shoulder problems, and I was really sore. And I was like, man, this is awful. So what I did was I raised my monitor in front of me to match the height of the monitor to the side, and voila, my neck problems disappeared. It was like magic. The other thing I did was I raised my chair, and I found something to put my feet on so that I was also higher up, so that my hands when typing on my keyboard and using my mouse were lower, and I think that's really helped as well. So overall, I just had a lot of soreness in my neck and my shoulders, I guess, just from sitting here, and it finally caught up to me. Apparently, as you get older, your body starts to hurt a little bit more. It sucks. It sucks a lot. But hopefully I fixed it a little bit. Right now, I'm using an ottoman tray to prop my feet up. I really need to get one. I think Chow told me it was a desk footrest or something that you can actually buy to raise to a height that you want it, so that your feet have something to rest on. But for now, I'm using an ottoman tray, and it's working just fine. So yeah, there you go. That was my August review. So unfortunately, there's not a lot of good news when it comes to tournaments in August. I did not have a whole lot of deep runs, and when I did run deep, I didn't make a lot of money. I made 3 final tables that I can see in August. I came in 9th in the $22 knockout on PokerStars on August 3rd, and that's a really small tournament, so 9th place was like peanuts. I came in 3rd in the $30 Swordfish on 888. That was for $1,007, and that was actually my biggest cash of the entire month. And then in the $33 4K guaranteed, which is also a PokerStars tournament, I came in 5th. There are videos to two of these final tables here on YouTube if you wanted to check them out. I made some videos for that to post for your viewing pleasure if you want to see how I busted in those tournaments. I'll leave the links down below to the $30 Swordfish final table and the $33 4K guaranteed final table. Other than those 3 final tables, nothing really to talk about. I went deep in the big 109 twice. I made the final 3 tables once and the final 4 tables once. But, I mean, you got to make the final table in order for that to be any sort of good cash. So that was really not very impressive. The closest I got to a big cash was in the big 44. I actually came 11th in that. 2 away from a final table. And yeah, I guess that's the closest I came to making a big final table. Literally a big final table since it is called the Big 44. Haha. I'm so funny. Yeah, that wasn't funny. So I had my worst month playing MTTs last month since I started playing MTTs again. And it's a pretty significant downswing. It's really frustrating and it has not been fun at all. When you're losing a lot of money, it's important to kind of take a look, though, and decide, well, is it only variance, or am I doing things to make the downswing worse? I know I'm plus EV and MTTs, but, you know, the higher your ROI is, the less bad your downswings are going to be. So the goal should always be to make your ROI as high as possible, get your edge up so that when you do run bad, like I am now, you don't lose as much money. So I thought, well, I really should check to make sure that I don't have any really huge leaks. And if I do have some huge leaks, then I should probably plug them so that we stop downswinging sooner than later, right? So I thought, well, I better ask for help. The thing about MTTs is that there isn't something easy like chip EV to take a look and just see whether you're a winning player or, you know, how winning you are. Back when I was playing Spin and Goes, it was easy to look at my chip EV and be like, well, okay, it's this. I'd rather it be this, so I should probably do something to work on my game. So I thought, well, how can I improve, and how can I know whether I need to really work on my game? So the best way I thought, well, was to get help and have someone go over my hand histories and just see if they can find leaks. Let's just say that yes, this person was able to find leaks. I'm lucky enough to have a really good friend who's really good at poker. Simple dude. If you don't know who I'm talking about. I mean, most people know that the friend that helps me the most with poker is Simple Dude, if you listen or watch my stream. But anyway, he is the one who kindly helps me out, and he suggested that we do a hand history review, that we just take a look at my hands, because in the past I was noting down hands and I was asking him questions about just individual hands, and he said, well, that's a good thing to do, but you're probably missing something is that you're doing poorly. So let's look at a hand history and let's figure out what your leaks are. And yeah, to say that I felt embarrassed during and after the review is kind of an understatement. I mean, he found so many things that I was doing poorly that I almost wondered how I was possibly plus EV in MTTs. And I mean, okay, that's an exaggeration. It's a stupid statement because, I mean, he is a top tier player. He is literally, I mean, one of the best players in the games that he plays, period. And I think that, I'm pretty sure that when he plays an MTT, as long as it's not like a super high roller, he's almost always one of the best players in the field. So yes, a player like this is going to find things that I'm doing wrong. That's just the way it is. But it's still it's hard to not feel bad, right? When you're having a review with someone, a really good player, and you spend a solid hour hearing about like how badly you played in whatever MTT that you reviewed. So so yeah, I mean, at that point, I was feeling like the worst poker player in the world. He would be like, "Well, why are you doing this?" Or "Why did you do this in this spot?" And I was like, oh, "Man, I don't know." And the worst thing is when you're reviewing and you know what you should have done, but for some reason that day you just didn't do it. And at that point, it's like, "Well, why'd you do that?" And when you say "I don't know," it just makes you feel stupider. So anyway, that's kind of how we reviewed for like an hour and a half or something. So that's kind of how that went. So I was feeling like pretty dumb, but then the rational part of my brain knows that the reality is being told you have huge leaks is a really good thing, because it means that you have room for improvement. If you're a plus EV player, think about how much more plus EV you're after finding out about these leaks. It's amazing. I mean, honestly, it's a really huge thing. So, like after I got over my initial embarrassment, I felt really happy about it, and I mean, it happened pretty quickly because I understand that finding leaks is a good thing. It's just, while that hour and a half is happening, you feel you feel embarrassed. But anyway, you probably want to know what my leaks are. Most of them are pre-flop, which you probably could have guessed if you're a regular viewer of my stream. I play very tight, and in some spots, it's prohibitive. It's a bad thing, and I've got to really fix it. It wasn't just opens, though. I mean, most people, they criticize me for not opening a certain hand, and yes, I definitely can widen my range in that spot, but it was also calling ranges. A general statement to describe it is that I just wasn't playing enough raised pots with, in particular, suited hands. I mean, I was just folding too much. So that's something that I now know and that I can work on. I also learned that I need to work a little bit on my 3-bet and 4-bet ranges, which I already knew, but I did learn how to open up those ranges, which was really cool, and I'm really excited about that. The one good news that I learned while reviewing was that I do play pretty well post-flop, which is nice because pre-flop leaks are way easier to fix than post-flop leaks. There's a lot more to learn post-flop than pre-flop. So that's really good. So as long as I'm able to do some work on my pre-flop ranges and I fix that, then it's a good sign. And I should be able to, raise my ROI quite a lot. And hopefully we'll do that and turn this downswing around really soon. So after the month that was August, a disappointing month where I lost a bunch of money, I decided that I wasn't going to play very much WCoop. Initially, I thought that I was going to sell action and play at least a few tournaments. In case you're not sure what WCoop is, it's a world championship of online poker on PokerStars. Really big guarantees and really big fields. But I thought that a good first step to ending my downswing would be to play some lower variance tournaments. And to lower variance, you need to increase your edge and decrease field size. So I thought, well, WCoop, huge fields, big guarantees, a lot of pros, maybe not the best thing for my downswing situation. So I decided to not play WCoop and to try to play some softer fields. Doing that meant that I had to play during non-peak hours. So what I've done for the month of September is stream later on in the day. Most people are streaming during my regular hours on Twitch. Most pros are playing during those hours as well because that's when WCoop happens. So I made my stream 8 hours later than usual. And I thought that because most of the pros are playing WCoop, these hours would be a lot softer, and of course the field will be smaller. So we'll see how that goes. We're in the middle of the month so far now as I record this. And indeed, the fields are quite soft and the fields are much smaller. So hopefully by the time the month is over, we'll have won some stuff and it will all have worked out just great. To be honest, though, I don't know if I really like the night session better than I like the morning session. I do enjoy the lifestyle of streaming in the morning better. So if I can, I would like to change it back for October to morning streams, but we'll just have to see how it goes. It's important to be flexible when you play poker and be willing to change your routine when you have to. So we will see if I end up having to stick with night streams or if I can go back to morning streams. In other news, we actually have TwitchCon coming up at the end of September, which is pretty exciting. TwitchCon is, it's a conference for Twitch streamers. It's being held in San Diego this year. I did not go last year, so it's pretty exciting to go this year. I'm really looking forward to sitting down, listening to some really good speakers, people who have really found a lot of success on Twitch. And I'm sure that I'm going to learn a lot. And of course, I'm sure they're going to meet a lot of really awesome people. One of the best things about going to a conference like this is to meet other streamers. There's so many streamers on Twitch, that I've watched so much of, but I've never actually gotten to meet in person. So I'm really looking forward to going to San Diego and meeting these people. Yay! And the other thing that's happening in September is I'm finally going to get some damn lights for my stream. I haven't actually had real lights since I started streaming, which is kind of, it's kind of amateur, So I wouldn't mind taking my broadcasting up to the next level and having better lighting for my YouTube videos and for my Twitch streams. So they haven't arrived yet. I ordered them recently. Hopefully they come soon and hopefully they're not too much of a pain to set up. So yeah, that's another thing I'm looking forward to this month. So if you're subscribed to me here on YouTube, you probably already know about my Spin and Grow challenge. If you are not subbed, hey, please consider clicking that subscribe button. It really does help me out. But anyway, some people have asked me, why are you doing a Spin and Go challenge? What's up with that? So I thought I'd talk a little bit about it here. I wanted a way to produce some YouTube content that people could enjoy and that I could make off stream. I really enjoy YouTube a lot. It's one of my favorite parts of producing content. I almost like it more than I like streaming. So I thought, well, it'd be really cool to try to grow the channel, but how can I grow it? Like, what kind of content can we put on? At first, I thought I wanted to make videos about the nightly hyper heads up MTT that used to take place on PokerStars. I've actually won that once. There's a video posted here on YouTube of that. And I came second once on stream. And those are really fun. People really enjoy watching them. So I thought, well, maybe I can just play those every day and then upload those to YouTube. But PokerStars got rid of them. How could they do that? So I thought, okay, well, I guess that's not happening. What can I do instead? And I thought, well, I have played Spin and Goes before, and people seem to enjoy them. So maybe I could play some spins. I didn't want to just play spins for the sake of playing spins, though. I wanted some sort of goal or something, something where it wasn't just clicking buttons and uploading random Spin and Go videos. So I thought, well, maybe we could try Bankroll challenge. So we're doing it. We're trying a Bankroll challenge. And what I actually wanted to do was start from the bottom, because a lot of the time people are wondering, well, how can I build a bankroll? Is it possible to make money at spins at the micro stakes? And well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. So I'm starting with $25 at 25-cent spins, and I'm going to try to move up in the stakes. And some people have asked me, well, what's your goal? Why are you okay, you're starting at $25, but you haven't actually said what your goal is. And to be completely honest, I don't really have a goal. It's not like I don't have a goal to move up to 30s or anything. I just want to start at $25 and see if it's possible to spin it up, so to speak. So the only goal is to move up in the stakes and to make the bankroll as big as possible. So that's what I want to do. I just want to see if it's possible to do that at 25-cent spins, or if it's possible for me to do that. So like I said, starting with $25, I was planning on moving up to $1 spin and goes once I got to $40. And then moving back down to 25-cent spins once I get to $25 again. So it's kind of like aggressive bankroll management, but I'm willing to move down once I get to a certain point. Back when I was making these plans, I didn't see 50-cent spins, but apparently they exist. So what I'll probably do is I'll move up to 50-cent spins once I hit $30, and then if I get back to $25, I'll go back down to 25-cent spins. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And I feel like $25 is a good number because it's an amount that people can justify putting online, you know? Like if you're working a job and playing poker for fun, you really don't want to risk too much money. I feel like $25 is an amount that people are okay with losing if it ends up being that way. But of course, I don't want to lose $25. I want to run it up. So yeah, I thought we would start with 25. It's a pretty safe amount for 25-cent spins. And we'll just see how it goes. I've read a lot of comments with people saying, what's the point? You only play 2 spin and goes per session, or this is going to take forever. Why don't you play more? We don't really want to watch this. You're only playing like a few spins, so blah, blah, blah. The truth is, like on YouTube, I know that on this channel, I have some longer videos, but the general goal these days, I think, is to produce videos that are like 10 to 15 minutes long. And I don't want to have like 20 spin and goes in a video and have the video be like, I don't even know how, like 2 hours long or however long it would take me to 2 table 20 spin and goes, you know? So that's just the way it is. Each video is going to have maybe 2 to 5 spin and goes. So that's kind of the reason why I'm doing it that way. And yeah, it's true. It's gonna take a long time to move up. You know, when I only post a couple spin and goes a day, like by episode 13, we've probably only played maybe 30, 35 spin and goes. And that's just the way it is for this challenge. It's the way I've chosen to do it. And I'm okay with it. I mean, it's not a race. The whole point of me doing this is to enjoy a challenge and to produce content, and for me to have some YouTube videos that aren't just MTT highlight videos, that aren't just stream highlights, you know, just something exclusive for YouTube. So that's the whole point. I wanted to also address a situation that happened recently in a video. I played 3 spin and goes in this particular video. I had 2 losses and 1 win, but at the end of the video, I thought I'd only lost once, so I said that I'd broken even when really I'd lost 25 cents. I didn't do this on purpose, okay, guys? I record multiple videos at a time because that's just most efficient, and it's honestly, it's hard to keep track of my game sometimes. Like, I don't know. Sometimes my mind is mush and I don't remember what happened in the previous 15 minutes of my life. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if you notice that, please go ahead and write a comment in the YouTube video and let me know that you noticed that, and I will correct the bankroll in the future. Like, I'm not trying to scam you guys. I'm not trying to move up by scamming you 25 cents at a time. So I will make that correction in the future. Just understand that since I produce multiple videos at a time, it might not happen for, I don't know, 6 videos because I haven't had a chance to fix it yet since I record lots of videos at once. So anyway, that's kind of my discussion. Those are my comments about that. I have no idea how long I'm going to continue this challenge. I mean, is it possible that I'll get bored before I move up to even $1 stakes? Yeah, maybe. And I do expect it to take forever at each stake because, I mean, we're playing 25-cent spins, guys. It's a grind. But as long as I'm enjoying making the videos and as long as you guys are enjoying watching the videos, I'll keep at it. So please watch them, give them thumbs ups, leave comments, let me know if you're enjoying the content, and that will encourage me to keep making it, because in the end it's all about building as much of a fan base as I can for my YouTube, for my Twitch, and I want you guys to like what I'm doing. So yeah, I guess that's that. All right, well, that's the end of Darker Brains Vlog episode 10. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to click that thumbs up, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like I said earlier, it really, really does help me out a lot to have your support here on YouTube. So thanks so much to everyone who's already subscribed to me here. If you'd ever like to watch me play poker live, you can go to twitch.tv/courtiebee, or you can just click on this fancy little button over here. And I will also leave my social media links down below if you'd like to follow me, say on Twitter or Snapchat, that kind of thing, okay? Thanks again. Have a great day or night, whatever it is for you. See you next month in Donkey Brains Vlog episode 11.